Hello, you guys. How are you? Um, I just thought I would hop on here real quick and touch base to share a few things that are going on energetically and to see how everybody is doing and to give you a quick heads up with where I am and everything. Um, I wanted to say the thing that made me get on here was to remind you that emotional wounds can be addressed in the same way that a physical wound can be. So if you have a physical wound, you are aware of it, you pay attention to it, you tune in to see what it needs, because if you completely ignore it, which some people do, you make it worse, which people typically end up doing. You'll re injure yourself, you will not heal properly. So treat your emotional wounds the same way. Tune in, see what it needs, honor yourself, ask what you need for empowered thriving. And I'm bringing this up as a reminder because we are in a time of massive transformation. There is a very high frequency of energy coming onto the planet for certain groups of people, for everybody, but it tends to hit different people at different times. And those of us that are healer centered, kind of caregivers, people that just tend to help people feel better. It could be that you're in that industry, whether you're a teacher or in the medical industry or in the healing industry or something, or it's just kind of who you are on a regular basis. You just tend to be that person. We tend to get the influx sooner and we ground it in differently so that we can then be that guiding presence of support and light for the next phase of people who we're designed to support to go through it, because our light will help them. So we are currently in a phase where we are really ingesting a lot of light frequency, a lot of light energy. And so you might be noticing that you almost feel like you're in between worlds. It's like the time between times. It's this very liminal transitional phase. So if you're feeling weird, it's because your physical body and your energetic body, and thus your life, are processing big amounts of change that you've been seeking. But it still feels transitional. It still feels weird. So, what else did I want to say about that? So, if you're really, the more present you are, and the more you support yourself, the influx of light is so high frequency that you can transform things so ridiculously fast. And so I'm going to pause and just tune in to see what else on that subject I wanted to share. So there was the influx of light frequency, which it's like this purging of all of this stuff that doesn't serve us. Through our physical bodies, you might be way more tired, and then you're kind of like, you might be grumpy. Like, I personally noticed for myself that I have this powerful energy and thriving going on, but also I am burning through, kind of like chelating all of this old anger and like wounds and honoring my truth and reclaiming my power. But because the frequency is so high, if you align with it, it's an incredibly quick and empowered process. We are ripe for opportunity. So tune in and connect to that really high frequency, and tune in to your space of well-being, and let it flow through, and just ask the universe what you need and bring yourself what you need, and give yourself permission to gently and effortlessly and with ease make the changes that you want to make. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be some big thing. There's this kind of opportunity for big but effortless shifting going on. So tune into your soul, tune into your angelic team, ask for them to lavishly love you, guide you, support you. They already are. It's just that when we ask, we open and ask them to put every bit of high frequency information and support and thriving. And we'll just set the intention right now because I can just kind of feel the energy coming through our heart space. Take a deep breath and just let the frequency that they're sharing through right now cleanse and help you, heal you, uplift you. It's kind of like just a turbo boost to go bling, to kind of like get that energy just to speed it along because it's wanting to move. So ask yourself today if there's any changes that would just make you feel great to make. If there's anything you want or need to align to. Set the intention to have all of your chakras. I'm holding the space for this right now. So if you're listening and you want to, we'll just connect energetically and really open that portal of energetic support and ask for all of our chakras to be cleansed and cleared and blessed and balanced and bright. Take a deep breath and toned and so strong and beautiful and like jewel-like in their tones. So I wanted to share these couple of things. What I also did that really helped move energy along was number one, what just came to my mind was honor what you feel and ask for what you need. That's not even what I started to say. It's just like that came through really strongly. Honor what you need or what you feel and ask for what you need. So I've been going to my family members and going, I thought this was going to unfold, but this is what I need today. And this, we're going to find opportunities to adapt and shift to support ourselves because those opportunities, for the most part, are there. And to make life so much easier, but we just get out of the habit of letting life support us and letting those around us support us. So see if you can anchor in that love and light frequency, shine it out to those around you. And I journaled. So I didn't feel like I wanted to take time doing a journaling, like that felt tiring, but I was just like, this is what I want. Like, I just feel really guided to put some frequency and to write what I want. And if you feel guided, you can write what you're releasing, write what your truth is, write what you're feeling, just whatever you feel guided to. That will really help with the energy. And then I think the last tool or two that I will leave you with is your most powerful point of power, place of power, point of navigation for yourself, and also the most powerful gift that you can give is being in your light. So we weren't really designed. It's our light that creates the change. And I heard something the other day that was really amazing. The people around you, they don't need to know what you know. They just, they need to feel that love. I think we just need to be validated. And so when you hold space with love and support for something somebody else might be going through, it's not on you to change it. You're just bringing your energy with so much love and compassion and support, which puts them in their most powerful energy. So I'm going to pause and just see if there's anything else to share. So to clarify what I was just saying, it's about you being in. So I heard it put recently, be the light, not the electricity, because the electricity is like, the light brightens. It just shines love. So if you're just being that light, that love, that compassion, that presence, that combined with compassionate love, so you're not solving, it's not on you to change anything. And let me just relieve you by saying that you solving something for somebody isn't even what they need or want, which is such a relief for those of us who always want to help heal. So to be reminded that our greatest gift and point of power is to be in that brightness of our own light and to lovingly support this person, they have everything they need. And so just the compassion, just the presence. When you get present, so when you try to help, it's actually a bit of a disconnect from source. So our potency goes down. And it's very interesting when you practice this a little and you go, no, I'm just going to be present. When you're present, your potency, your love, your healing energy, that's just a natural part of who we are, brightens. The level of it goes up so high. So it truly is the greatest gift you can give. And it's a great relief for those of us that are healers or caregivers or supporters, because we can sometimes feel overwhelmed by other people's stuff. And so when you make this shift, you're bringing your own light to the table instead of absorbing or feeling theirs. And you just always have your light and your power. That is what you're feeling. And so the days of needing to empath or feel what other people are feeling, it's just not necessary anymore. So I just kind of want to free you of that burden. And let me see if there's anything else. And the last thing that I'll say is that there are massive support teams all around us. There's just such beautiful divine help. This is a really beautiful time. And so they're wanting us to step outside or just step out of the idea of any difficult change and into bright frequency change. There is massive thriving and support. It might feel different because change is. Your whole entire energy field might be doing this amazing thing that you've wanted, but it's still a change. And then, and the release of the old. Just give yourself that extra rest. Make it easy for yourself, and have fun and play and give yourself just so much love and joy. That's the message that's coming through, is to be in your brightness, ask for their help. There's such divine help. There's such high frequency flowing through, which is a divine help in and of itself. So there's this flow of support available, and just remain in this calm state, because when there's lots of change going on, sometimes things can feel, it can knock people who aren't really present, it can knock them a little bit off kilter. So when you set the intention to have this calm, peace, love, grounded energy, that's what you will create for yourself, but then you'll also just kind of offer that out to others. And if anybody's having a struggle, you don't have to do anything with that. You can just be in this place of peace. And it just feels so good to make that transformation. So they're here to help, ask for their help, enjoy this new frequency. And it's just like it's kind of like a roller coaster. It's this beautiful wave of light energy. And align with it so that it can feel really good, because it's a very fertile, beautiful time. So I think that I'm going to move forward with November 2nd. If you guys are available, I'm going to post it to the meetup. It's going to be free every month. But I'm going to see if I can rent out a library, because I'm in a transition mode with my house. Not rent, but, reserve a library space and just see if we want to come together to do some power planning and some, manifesting, and really touch base and energetically boost and uplift what we want to create for the month of November. And I think I'm going to try to do that every month. So stay tuned, because I'm almost positive that that's going to be possible for this Saturday, November 2nd. And I'm thinking it's going to be during the day, probably like 11:30 or something like that. So stay tuned. I'm not sure exactly. So there's certain things that I'm going to try to start stepping into to see if they work. And then, maybe we can do a second meeting of the month where we get together and focus on something, heal something, connect more with our guides, something like that. Oh, that would be really fun. Anyway, tons of love. And I am still moving very slowly. And when we get together, I will just chat more about what's been going on. It's been massive amounts of change that has made it near impossible to do a lot of work. Or any of that. That's kind of been put on hold while I change some other things around. So I'm really looking forward to touching base, and I hope you guys are well, and I can't wait to see you. So take care and happy thriving.